No, 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 no. Oi, oi, oi. Hello guys, let's make a satisfying video, well I hope it's gonna be, in which I clean the one which is the grimiest, I think, the dirtiest, the most awful reel spool which I've ever seen in my life. I have seen reels which were kept underwater on purpose for fake restorations with a spool which was looking way better than this one. This one is, I mean, for real. The other person, the former owner, didn't really care about his reel. It's as crappy as it could be. Now, let's see if we can clean it properly. I will use some detergent, and I will start from the inside, the inner part. Okay, this is kind of a creamy detergent, so it stays a little bit more on the parts which I want to clean. So, you know, at least I can get it to be acting a little bit against the, well, what seems to be greased up, probably, oh, I don't know, former baked pastry or something like this. They were offering some nice stuff to the fish, and apparently it got onto the reel and pretty much messed it up and was never cleaned off. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. Oh well. Yeah, crappy as it could be. And this is the grimiest part, because probably they were, you know, touching, you know, they were going on like this or something, I don't even know. And they managed to get the dirty stuff under the spool too. I mean, come on, right? It's already looking way better. Apart from this side, which I think this is a little bit of corrosion, but you know, let's try to clean it up a little bit. I will be using an old toothbrush, which I advise you to always keep. If you have an old toothbrush lying around the house, you know what I mean. First of all, swap it every month for a new toothbrush, which is pretty much the only sanitary thing you should do to keep your toothbrush always fresh and clean. And then you can keep the old toothbrushes, at least one or two, in order to clean little things like a fishing spool, for example, as I'm doing right now. And at least, you know, you don't have to buy little brushes or, you know, things like that. And if you have an old toothbrush laying around, or even if you want to buy some new ones, because they are ever so cheap right now at the Chinese shop or the £1 shop, etc., or the $1 shop if you're in America, well, you keep them lying around and they are useful, even if you're soldering and stuff, to get away the flux from the motherboards. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah. As you can see, it's coming out of the dirt. So yeah guys, look, I am making this video so you have something, you know, to watch at night. I was like, let me clean it off camera, but then I said, you know, why not? I mean, there are videos around the net in which you can find people doing pretty much anything, and I mean, this is not harmful to anyone, so why not post it, you know? At least we can see how dirty it was, how dirty it still is, and make something out of it. And maybe some people out there which are not very proper with their fishing equipment are gonna start cleaning out stuff and keeping it in a proper way. God knows, right? Oh, we are a little better. A little better. Way better than before, huh? Now let me see if I can get some of the remaining foam out of the center of the spool. Now what I want to do is, now basically I want to, disassemble this part, because these line clips are, first of all, awful, second of all, unuseful, third of all, they can snap your fishing line or your fishing braid if you really use them and you intend to use them, and they are pretty much the cheapest crap you can find on a reel. So we are gonna replace this one. We are either gonna keep it without, or we are gonna replace it properly with one of those sprung little line clips, which are awesome for catfishing, for example, and or for spotting. But this one must go, so I'm gonna cut it out with no respect, because to be honest, it's unuseful and harmful at the same time. Let me see if I can cut it off without damaging the spool too much. Okay, that was easy enough. And now we should take the little clip off. I gotta sharpen it anyway, so if I ruin the blade a little, it's not too big of a problem. Okay, very nice. Okay, perfect. So I can clean even right here a little bit and make it a little smoother and cleaner, since the inner part of the spool looks now way better, way cleaner, right? Okay. Now let's go from the inner part to the outside, and then at the end we're gonna try to clean the inner slot containing what is supposed to be some felt discs. I hope it's carbon, but I don't think so, because it's way too slow of a drag, so I don't think it's carbon. But let's try to clean the outside first of all. Okay. I cannot believe it when I was, I couldn't believe it how full of sand this was. When I was opening the reel for the video presentation in Spanish, it was so grindy. I had to stop the video and open up the cup and then restart the video again, because it was sounding so awful. I felt ashamed, to be honest. So yeah, if you see my video in Spanish about the presentation when I just got the reel, you can see I start the video without the spool. So it's kind of odd, but that's the explanation. I couldn't. It was too grindy. I thought people are gonna think I'm gonna break it on purpose or something, so I don't want, people to think less of me. And I had to stop the video. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. At least I want it to look better before we open up the disc slot. I want it to be a little less crummy, a little less sandy, which it is. Okay, so let's try to clean the outside. So then we get to the good part. It's pretty, this reel, guys, is pretty consumed by the former owner, but you will see I am doing a very nice, what I think to be a very nice job on the handle, which is gonna be a power handle coming from Japan, because at the end I decided to go for the Japanese one. and is coming from Osaka, Japan, from a friend who sold me some very nice Shimano reels in the past, and he sent me this, you know, this beautiful handle, which is basically, I think, anti-corrosion steel and some aluminum, duraluminium, sorry. I keep calling it aluminum. I know it's not, it's aluminium, but living so many years in America, they would say aluminum every day for everything. So, you know, in the place I was working at, and I am stuck with this word, but yeah. So the power knob, it's gonna be aluminum, and the handle, it's gonna be anti-corrosion steel. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, let's give it a brush. And so the reel is gonna be overall a very nice one, in my opinion. I am not so convinced anymore of going for a camo coloration, a camo paint job. Sorry, but because the power handle, the power knob, and I will add a real foot, a real stand also on the other side of the power handle. They are gonna be like brushed metal look, so it's gonna be a little bit, you know, like a kick in the nuts, if you know what I mean, with the camo. But, well, I will have to see. Maybe it looks good, maybe it looks bad. We're gonna see. Okay, I think we are going better. Let's see if we need some more soap. Okay, looks pretty good to me, to be honest. Well, it looks good enough to be a very old and crummy spool. Okay. Okay, let me see. It looks a little cleaner. Let me dry it up a little, and let me go for some paper towels lying around the house. Guys, remember, it's always good. I buy them at Lidl for like super cheap, €2 for a baggie of 250 or something, and they save my life every day. All right, look, okay, the spool looks way better, way better. I will sand it and polish it a little. I know it's probably graphite, but I want it to have a black look on the outside, matte black. I'm sorry for all the cuts on my hand. I'm sorry, guys. But, you know, as a working man, you will understand. And I will give it a matte black finish. I will get all this crappy paint off. Also, I will smooth up the surface on the top. Probably it's not even necessary to sand this part. I don't even care. And then I will try to see what's under the hood. Let's pop the hood. Let's see if we got some proper discs or whatever. If we even got some discs here, I don't know. It's probably all sand and crap. No, I'm joking, obviously. The nice thing about these reels is that they are eternal. Even though this is coming from a pretty cheap reel, I think the cost of the reel would have been around probably €70, which is, I don't know, 65 pounds, something like that. Comment and tell me right below. But it's a very cheap reel. They are eternal. Only 2 ball bearings, which means if you ever have to change them, you have to change only 2 of them and not 10 like in some Shimano reels. Okay, this is the moment of the truth, guys. Oh, wow. Let's see what happens here. Okay, first of all, some of the soap penetrated, which is good. Here we have a rubber yeah, this rubber gasket is still pretty good. Let me clean it off, because I don't want the acidic soap to consume it. I should be wearing gloves, but oh guys, I lose all my feelings with the gloves. It's impossible for me to work with gloves on little stuff. Now let me clean this plastic washer. Okay. Still pretty dirty, huh? And then, okay. Okay, it looks proper now. Looks a little better. So let me put back the gasket, which I don't even recall if it was like that. Probably it could be. Well, I'm gonna have to reverse the video to remember how it was, but it could be this way. Yes, it is. So let's go on by cleaning this part of the spool. So this little recess, which is still full of crap. And now this one is sticky too, because it's probably the oil and grease coming from the discs. So okay, let's see guys, let's see. Let me see if gravity helps out. Apparently it does. Oh, come on. Wow. Oh no, come on. Okay. For real, sometimes I don't know what should I do with this kind of discs. My friend told me try to wash them with properly hot water, dry them up, and then oil them back, because if they are oiled, they are supposed to work better, which I do believe. And that's what we're gonna try. Okay guys, so we are gonna leave them in very warm water. I don't want it to be too hot, because I don't know if I'm gonna damage the felt. I think they are pretty nasty, but to be honest, I think they could be saved. I don't want to spend too much money on this reel. I am already spending about 10-15 bucks for the power handle, and I want to have a quick drag on this reel just by modifying the cap. Okay, I will show you how, and we will see if it works, because it may not work and we may result in buying some proper carbon discs. But well, it's not even that dirty. I mean, I thought it was going to be full of crap, since when I dismantled the reel for the first video, it was full of sand. Probably it all came out at once. So, okay. Oh, way better. Way better. Okay. I want to clean the little hole for the pignon. Okay. Oh, let me see. Okay, it's just a brass sleeve. Yeah, I'm gonna put some lube on it in the next part of the video. And then let me put these little discs, whoopsie, in order. And well, let's see if I can put these ones inside a little cup with, I would say, some vinegar and some warm water, and see if they get cleaned up nice. Okay guys, here we are back with our felt little washers. Obviously, as you can see, they are not perfect, but they are cleaned, and they have been cleaned, and they are puffy again. They are not all meshed up like they were before, to be honest. They were all thinned up and they looked awful. They are nice. I wash them with soap, I wash them with anti-grease, I wash them with hot water, then I put them under, you know, some weight in order to lose all the excess water they had, and then I dry them with the sun. So they are nice and ready. Now let's go and let's put back our drag, which I wanna put back with some oil. I understand not everybody uses oil. Some of you prefer to have dry discs after they clean them up. I understand. I do it with oil because I was taught so, and it always worked for me. Alright, so don't worry if it doesn't work for you, do it differently. Nobody really is gonna get mad, okay? Okay, let me put a drop of oil and a washer. Then let me put this one and another washer. Then let me put this one in the middle. Now I want another washer and the cup. Okay, now we are all cupped up. Let's put back our plastic washer with the little, okay, the little rubber gasket. I don't want to tighten them too much because, come on, let's face it, this is never gonna be totally waterproof. So well, it's depending on how much you use these reels. In my opinion, you should take care of them and service them at least once every 20 times you go fishing. You should literally give them a little clean. I'm not saying open them up, etc. You can open them up at the end of the season. It's gonna be perfectly fine, right? But that's my humble opinion. We should take good care of our reels as well as our spools. Now I'm tightening the screws a little. I don't want to tighten them up too much because I don't want to strip the thread. Okay, and our spool should be back in business. Now, I hope it was satisfactory enough for you. Okay, let's see if we can open up this little part of the reel and give it a clean, and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, this one seems pretty okay. I hope the little okay, I hope the little mechanics are not gonna be too screwed up. Okay, this one seems pretty fine to me. Let's take this one off, as you can see, and here we have the bolt, or the nut, I'm sorry, this is the retaining nut, which it's okay, I mean, right? I don't see anything wrong with it. Now I'm gonna clean it just a little bit. I'm gonna use some WD-40, or in my country it's called Beretta gun oil. We have WD-40 as well, but I love Beretta. Okay, little sprinkly spritzy. Okay, very nice. I will not keep it that much oiled because this is the part we are gonna modify to make the drag a little faster. So I'm just gonna clean it up and oil it up for you guys to see. We are not letting down any of our soldiers, okay? Back to the soldiers, by the way, watching this video, and thank you for your service. Let's close this up. Oh, sorry guys, what? I was very foolish. I forgot my little spring. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit. My little brush, as you can see, my little old toothbrush, don't reuse, okay? I'm just joking. Is already filled up with WD-40, so it isn't really necessary, you know, to spray any more of it. Now let me give this a little proper clean, and let's see what comes out. I mean, it's pretty nasty if you ask me, but not too much. Come on, it's not too much. And I like that a little bit of oil, it's gonna preserve the inner part of this drag cup. So okay, it's not gonna get as rusty as it could, or as, you know, as bad as it could. And this still sounds awesome, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty bad condition reel, and oops, so many parts of it are still very right. So I really hope, guys, after all this nice work, we are not gonna find any surprise in the main gears of the reel. And what if we are? What are we gonna do, guys? Huh? We are probably gonna fix it, because we like to fix stuff, and we are not foolish people throwing around perfectly good reel because it got some problems, right? Plus, I think it's a matter of respect. If this reel caught even just one fish during his life, it's a matter of respect to save his life. Now, let me give you a little update. As you can see, I built a new handle. Well, it's a power handle. The power handle I bought, the power knob and the part of the handle, and all these other parts I found modified and built. So, and I will show you the thought process around it, which was very funny, because I wouldn't be able to find the parts, and I was pretty scared I wasn't gonna be able to restore the reel and to make a proper handle. But then I was lucky enough, you know, to find something I could modify to make a proper handle. As you can see, guys, it takes his time. I mean, let me see if I can. Okay, so let's see if it works properly. Okay. Okay, it seems well enough. I want it to be a little faster. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, guys, so I love you so much, and see you soon from Unboxo. Thank you for watching.